merry meet and fare thee well. Settle in for a story with me, Astin Gaël. Thank you so much for being here today. This is going to be your collective message for Monday, April the 20th. It's 4:20. Cheers. All right. If you are not following the magic shop on BlueSky, the link to do so is in the description box down below. Over there, you will often find some of my hot takes on psychedelics. So be sure to give that a follow if you too are into healing the self, discovering new things about the self via psychedelics. All right. If you are enjoying these daily collective messages and you would like one for your own, the link to the Buy Me a Coffee is also in the description box down below. My system and I set a goal this month to earn $150. We've got a few things that we need and a few things that we just desire. Our birthday is coming up. Our anniversary with our partner is coming up. As of yet, we have not met our goal. So if you go over to the Buy Me a Coffee, whether you purchase a short story or not, that is where you can send a tip. The link to my throne is also in the description box down below, and I have options on there to send a tip. That would be greatly appreciated. These stories, my blogs, very soon some actual products is a feasible way for me to earn an income as a person experiencing disability. So now that we got all of that out of the way, 2, 3, 4 on the timer. We're right on time. We're right on the schedule. We're doing everything right. We are reading our way through What There Is to Love About a Man. I picked this book up at a thrift store at the very beginning of my system's transition, and I have been loving on it ever since, to be honest. So basically, I'm reading an excerpt a day, and from the title of that excerpt, we start creating a short story. Most of the time, at the end of it, it's not about know-how, which is today's topic. But we try to make the story stick to the theme. A man has a knack for knowing how. He doesn't know it all, but he seems to know a lot. Like how to remove a hook from the mouth of a fish without ripping everything to bits. How to clean the bathroom from ceiling to floor with a bar of soap and not even leave a single hair behind. And how to take a tick out of the skin of a dog. Something in a man knows how to rub 2 sticks together to make fire, if he'll let himself remember. He knows how to parent with strength and compassion, if he'll remember a lot of what he forgot and forget at least some of what he remembers. A man somehow seems hardwired to know how to put in the batteries without ever looking at the diagram. He knows how to troubleshoot without even seeing the chart. He knows how to care for his own well-being if he'll only give himself the chance. He knows how to live his life from the heart, but he first might have to forget much of what he's been told and go with what he knows that he knows. It's interesting that they point out he knows how to care for his own well-being. And to be honest, usually I say that female-bodied people can relate to most of these passages too. But as a female to male trans person, I can tell you that until the testosterone kicked in, I had no idea how to care for my own well-being. Call that being raised a woman, or call that just an overwhelming amount of estrogen pumping through the body. And I don't know, like, compelling you to care for everyone else outside of yourself before you care for yourself. And for some reason, an image of my aunt is coming to mind. And to keep the innocent, I'm not going to say her name, but my mother's oldest sister, that it was her house that we as a family got together for Easter, for people's birthdays, for my grandparents' anniversaries. When we were having a celebration, it was going to be at that aunt's house. And I kid you not, that woman did not eat her meal until basically everybody was either getting their second or third plate or getting up from the table altogether. And everybody praised her for it. And I was just like, even at my like young age, like not fully understanding my identity because it was being, stomped on every time a hint of an idea of who I really was came up. But I never thought, gee, that's what I want to be when I grow up. She seems really happy with it. So, maybe it's a happy life for some people. But yeah. Female body, male body, freaking non-binary, alien-esque body. You do need to figure out how to care for your own well-being, okay? That's a must to be a part of my community. We care for ourselves. We love ourselves. We take days off when we need to take days off. All right? We completely rework our schedules when our minds and our bodies and our ancestors tell us to. So, let's get into today's reading. I brought my charms, but I don't want to toss them yet. Yeah. Know how. What do I know now? All right, so the death in the reverse came sliding right on out. Love these shiny cards. This is great. Okay. So the number 13 usually doesn't stick out to me on that card, but for some reason right now I'm feeling called to ask you to think back to when you were 13, and or 13 years ago. And now my head is throbbing. Probably because doing the math for all of that is ridiculous, and thinking about me at 13 is a headache. But okay. 13 years ago, or when you were 13, what made you feel alive? There was some sort of offer or opportunity, possibly of love. So, maybe there was somebody that was crushing on you and you told them no, or maybe you said yes, but it didn't work out. So who made you feel alive 13 years ago or when you were 13? Is that the type of person that you still desire to have a love connection with now? Have you changed? Um, okay. So masculine or feminine, both ways, but there is a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio that presents in a very feminine manner. Possibly that you knew 13 years ago or when you were 13, that wants to know, is your guard up? Um, you know, uh, can I call you? I mean, honestly, I don't even know how old I was, 13 years ago. But the idea of somebody from 13 years ago wanting to call me is beyond me. And the idea of somebody from when I was 13 years ago wanting to call me, I can't even fathom. I like, what? I am literally about to turn 37 years old, which means 3 years from now, I'm going to be 40. I am not thinking about people from 13 years ago, much less when I was 13. But maybe you are closer to the age of 13 than I am. Or 13 years ago may not be that long ago for you. I know when I was 23, thinking back to when I was 10 didn't seem that long ago, you know. Uh, but I don't know. Something shifts in your 30s. You have been warned. Okay, so clarify the Queen of Cups for me. First of all, I just want you to know that whoever it is, they're just a little guy. Okay? They're just a cute little guy and they are just inquisitive. And the back of this card, a bunch of cat paws. So this person might be a cat person. Um, clarify the Queen of Cups. Clarify the Queen of Cups with the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Buds in the reverse. And the Knight of Swords in the reverse. So clarifying the Queen of Cups today, with possibly the Queen of Cups from the past. Maybe in the past they were Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio in the reverse. So I'm hearing vindictive. I'm hearing um emotional, dramatic, um uh maybe a bit of a crybaby. Also very smothering. Maybe they were like the mom friend of the group, okay, but everybody around felt smothered by them. I'm assuming this is you 13 years ago or when you were 13, a Aquarius, Gemini, Libra in the reverse. So you might have had words words to back up their emotions. Like your words were just as bitey as their emotions were fighty. You know what I mean? Yeah, so yeah, you two made a bit of a good pair, but also not. This is not giving healthy. Okay, so clarify the Nine of Wands. Like, you obviously have boundaries up, but why? Did this end in sorrow? Oh, the Five of Coins, the Five of Pentacles upright, and the Queen of Wands in the reverse. They stole your thunder and possibly your money. And they did so knowingly. They knew exactly what they were doing. And there was timed. It was like coordinated. This was a coordinated effort. Okay, clarify the Four of Cups in the reverse. The offer that was never taken. The Moon in the reverse. Because you saw through whatever was being offered. The Eight of Swords in the reverse, and you refused to get yourself all caught up in something that, you know, didn't matter to you. I did say that this person had a tendency to be dramatic. Yeah, and that drama didn't matter to you. In fact, that drama mattered so little to you that, you know, you put it out. You shut it down. Okay. Tell me what makes you feel alive. Clarify that for me. Lately, I've been losing sleep, dreaming about what we could be. I don't know why that song's coming through, but okay. The Four of Swords and the Seven of Cups, clarifying what makes you feel alive. Your motherfucking peace. Your motherfucking peace makes you feel alive. And knowing that you have other options. When this Queen of Cups and you were, you know, simpatico friends in the past, maybe you didn't like your peace. Maybe being in silence, being alone felt scary to you. But it doesn't feel that way anymore. And you see things for what they are when you're alone. This person, their energy is so big and so loud and so consuming. Wow. Okay. My notebook decided to blow open and scare the shit out of me from behind. They might be a little fucking scary. Like, when they let loose of all their emotions, it's a lot, and it's disturbing. It's just like, yeah, your peace could get disturbed. And it would be hard to see things for how they are. All right, let's toss some charms. Tell me more, tell me more. So right now, you are looking at everything that you need to cut out. Cool. Look at this. This Six of Cups. Scorpio season could be significant. Yeah, so that Six of Cups is clarifying the whole concept of this being a childhood friend, or possibly, a childhood lover. But you are currently looking at everything that needs to be cut out, possibly including, childhood friends. I, for one, cannot fathom still being in contact with somebody from 13 years ago, or when I was 13. But that's just because I don't typically keep friends. I don't keep friend connections around for that long. That's just who I am. I've always been a move oner. You might be different, but you might be seeing some signs that says, look, like this has come to an end. Maybe you've gone low or no contact with this person, and you're starting to realize, like, yeah, maybe that's what this Nine of Wands is. You started to set up boundaries, and you're starting to realize that, yeah, this person was bad for me. They were bad for me financially. They were bad for me, like my fire, my spirit. They were bad for me spiritually. Possibly bad for me, like, sexually. Like, they really like your angelic energy. I would say that maybe, yeah, they prefer feminine energies, masculine energies. I don't know if I would say they don't respect masculine energy, but maybe they fear it, or they are always in competition with it. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Your main focus right now is your home life. Possibly, where you're gonna live. Are you gonna buy a house? Or, Are you going to move? Are you going to up and move? Your creativity is also something that you're focused on right now. And that may feel like it is stagnating. Like somebody has just stolen your magic. This is my little charm for magic, but it's on the mat this way. So it's like buried. The person who you feel like has stolen your magic, so to speak, is very focused on you right now. Almost like they're hiding behind your mirror or something, watching you get ready and seeing what you're doing every day. It could be this person. Honestly, it might be this Queen of Cups that really wants to be let back into your energy. Who slash what are you cutting out of your life right now? A Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, masculine energy that also offered up a cup of love. So you have a King of Pentacles that you're trying to cut out of your energy, and possibly this Queen of Cups as well. Yes or no on cutting out the Queen of Cups? Are we keeping this childhood friend around? Yes or no? Undecided. Undecided. So the word aloha literally means hello and goodbye. And then the Jack of Cups came out sideways. So it's like, yeah, it's very much like they love me not. They love me not. I wish I had more answers for you. But until next time, be well, be you.